What's up, cool nerds? It's your boy Zoe back here with an anime review. Gonna take away the action figures doing the anime for this week. Uh, the anime that I am choosing is Dragon Ball Z, as you can see, one of the greatest animes of all time, and I mean that. It's greatest cartoon of all time. You can't deny that. Um, I want to start off by giving my brief detailed history of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z has to be older than me. It came out back in the day. I don't even know, but not even Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, the whole Dragon Ball series. You know what I mean? Like Dragon Ball, Jagged DT. Came out a long time ago, and people would be like, "What?" I'll have like trivia questions, and they'd be like, "Yo, this came out long. This came before I was born." Like, no way, man. This is brand new. Like, no, this is old. Dragon Ball is old. It's been around for a long time. It's just that they're just so advanced with their cartoons compared to ours, because ours was Ninja Turtles, Ren and Stimpy, just silly stuff. I'm not saying Ninja Turtles wasn't bad. I'm just saying compared to the advancements to where people were dying compared to Turtles were always going to win every battle or every match, or you know what I'm saying. So that's the way I'm trying to break it down as, or it's just so much more mature the way that they do their things, and yet they were teaching a lesson in the same process. Um, my favorite character is Goku. He's you're laid back, silly, goofy. Very, one of the greatest superheroes of all time. If you want to label him as a superhero, uh, I like Goku because every time before he came to a battle, it wasn't just I'm gonna come in and beat you up. It was always we're gonna talk about it first. Like either you can go ahead and go to the side of good, even though that never works. But he'll try to talk you out of it, even though he'll see his own son laying on the ground half dead. He'll say, we're going to talk this out just to see if we can go ahead and transfer you to good. It never worked, and they always got into it. You know what I'm saying? Went to like GT. GT was kind of pissing me off, but I'm not going to go into GT. Excuse me. So, I'm going to break down my favorite seasons. Well, season one was an excellent season. It broke down. It pretty much started. Dragon Ball was good, but Dragon Ball Z just started off on a whole new level. Very entertaining. You got Piccolo training Gohan, and Goku going through his intense training, and then the Saiyans came, and then it was like, oh my God, the Saiyans are crazy, and then where's Goku? We need you. And then Goku shows up at the last minute with these new powers, the Kaioken, Vegeta, and it was just nice. It was dope. I was like, it's nothing. I never seen nothing like this before. When I seen it, I'm glued to the screen, and every week they had me coming back. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, man, this is it. Season 2 is my favorite. Season 2 is my favorite season. The reason being is because that's when Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma go to Namek, and then it's this whole new power that's 10 times more powerful than Vegeta. That's Frieza. It was amazing. Amazing season. I recommend this season out of all of them. Just a great season. My favorite part is when Goku gets in the spaceship to go to planet Namek, and then Gohan is going through all this. They're fighting the Ginyu Force, and they're down to the last breath, and then as soon as they're about to die, then that's when Goku shows up. He lands on planet Namek, and you're like, yes, he made it there! You're excited. He comes, and then he wants to talk. First he gets there, talks to Gohan, and he grabs Krillin's skull and be like, I'm going to read your brain real quick so I can know what's going on. Goku was just coming up with powers. He just made it up on the you know what I mean? But it was tight. He read his vision. I can remember it clear as day. I haven't watched these tapes in like months. And I thought that was tight. I thought that was amazing. I thought seeing Goku like that was cool. And then all of a sudden they throwing punches and Goku's dipping them, and like it's just so cool, and it's nothing beating the eye. Like Goku was the type of dude you would see, like you see somebody in real life that was a star, and you could be like, oh yeah, he gives you the bubblies inside. Not in no gay type of way. I'm just saying he gives you a good feeling, like I want to achieve what Goku was trying to achieve, because he seems happy all the time, and that's my man. I don't want to get too into that. Season 3 is pretty much just finishing off the Frieza saga. That's when he turns Super Saiyan, and everybody's like, oh snap, Super Saiyan, oh my God, this is like the coolest, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting into with Frieza. It's an excellent season, man. They just keep this thing going, prolonging, and it's amazing. Season 4 is when Trunks came, you know what I mean? And then you had like the androids. It was a tight season too. They was trying to. The android thing was pretty dope. The androids came and started killing people. I think they killed Yamcha. It was crazy, but it was tight. Androids. My favorite. My sister's favorite character is Android 17, 18. Excuse me, is the girl. She mad nice with it too. But you know, whatever. Season 5, that's when Cell came. It was getting a little boring, but still entertaining because it's Dragon Ball Z, and you don't want to say it's boring, but it was kind of falling off. That's because they was going through a whole training process, and Vegeta was too arrogant, and Trunks it was alright. If you like it, that's cool. But me, it was getting kind of boring. Season 6, it was still following the same process, but I think that's when Gohan had turned Super Saiyan 2. And he did that Ultra Kamehameha with Goku behind him. And you're like, oh, man, that's great. Gohan is the man. Yeah, oh. You know, he's got that same power. You can tell he's Goku's son because, you know, he's building up that intensity. Season 7, this is when all Cell was over. I think Gohan became an adult. And he's messing around with Videl, the girl, you know. Then you got the kids, Trunks and Goten, you know. And then this was actually a pretty good season. It was kind of falling off on these, but it took it right back to like, yo, this is Dragon Ball Z. We're known for putting out good products. And after that was the Majin Buu, and then after that it's going to be the Kid Buu. All pretty good things. I enjoy all of it. Very good seasons. You know, I'm not even going to give them all separate ratings. I'm just going to give the whole thing a 10 because if anybody was to give it a lower, I think they'd either get slapped 2 times in the face because the Dragon Ball Z is one of the best. Is it the best? No, but it's one of the best animes / cartoons that's ever been created until my cartoon comes out in the future. But I'll update you guys that on later. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, cool nerds. Goku's a cool nerd. You know what I'm saying? So why can't you be a cool nerd? You know what I'm saying? So www.coolnerdsent.com. Cool Nerds Unite. Peace.